Total body lift, temple living movement with lymphatic drainage with Rosemary. If you're new here, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers on YouTube so that we can go live there. Let's get started. We're going to start with a lymphatic drainage warm-up. This is where we always start. We're just hopping. We're doing about 100. We're talking through it. If you can't hop, if it's hurting your knees, just bounce. Just bounce. Let your arms flail. This is going to help improve your lymphatic drainage. Lymphatic drainage is so important. It helps our immune system. There's a whole bunch of other things it helps, and I did not write them down. I was looking it up last night. I know this is important. I know it's going to help our immune system. It's going to help us wake up. It's going to help us feel better. It's going to help de-bloat, get rid of some puffiness. It's amazing. I keep being fed reels of people doing this kind of warm-up every day and saying, I didn't believe the results, but I thought, whatever, I'll do it for a week. And they're getting rid of bloating. They're getting rid of puffiness in their face. They're feeling better. So this is how we're starting our workouts. 100 hops, approximately. Can't talk and count at the same time. And we don't have other trainers here. It's just us. I'm going to shoot for a 30-minute workout. Keep getting caught up, talking, and I'm not used to doing a full warm-up. And I'm trying to give us time to rest. So they've been 40 minutes, but my goal is to cut it down to 30. So we're going to move a little bit quicker. All right, we're going to do the hop turns. If you can't bounce, if you can't jump, just bounce and twist with it. It's going to be a similar kind of thing. I was reading Peter, book of Peter yesterday in the Bible, yesterday and today. And something really stood out to me. Actually, it was Saturday. It was 2 days ago. In Peter chapter 4, there was so much goodness. One of the things that he said was, above all, let your love for another be intense because love covers a multitude of sins. I thought, that's interesting. That's a good point. We should probably let our love be intense. It's so easy when your baby's so innocent to just be so intensely in love with them and covers all frustration. It's hard to get frustrated with a newborn. Don't get me wrong. I've gotten frustrated with a newborn, but it's a lot easier to get frustrated with people that have reason. It's a lot easier in your body waves to get frustrated with our spouses. It's a lot easier to get frustrated with our toddlers because we feel like they should know better, right? They're old enough. Come on, you know not to dump that. So I thought this was a good reminder to let our love be intense. Try and have that, foster that love and that innocence, like understanding of innocence and believing that people are innocent in everyone else, not just newborn babies. And when you think about it, I have this thought that really helps me. So everyone's doing the best they can to their mental, physical, and spiritual capacity. And when I think about it, and I think, is my toddler, or is my husband, or is whoever, your chest openers, really trying to upset me? You think that my toddler found my husband's coffee and thought, ooh, I'm going to try and make dad mad. I'm going to try and make a mess for mom to clean up. I am going to dump this. And, I'm so excited to upset people. No, I don't know why she dumped it. She was probably playing. She was probably like, oh, I see daddy doing this. I want to play and make coffee with it. I want to drink coffee. She keeps saying she wants coffee. She probably thought, I'm going to make coffee for myself. And I don't think she's ever seen anyone make coffee. So it ended up coffee grounds on the floor. Do I think she's doing the best she can? Yes. And you know how empowering that is for me as a mom? So empowering because it means that I get to teach her what to do differently, how to do it better. And the same goes for our spouse, for other random people in our life. We might not be in a position to teach everybody, but we can always set the example. We can always be an example of love and believing people are doing, bent over trunk twist. the best they can, I feel like is just so helpful, so empowering. When you're feeling frustrated with your spouse, I don't know, what's an example? They didn't clean up and you got home from work late or something, and like, man, I just worked my butt off. I was on my feet all day. Now I either get to wake up to a messy kitchen or clean it now. I don't think it's helpful to think, oh, they left that for me. No, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They were taking care of the kids, taking care of other stuff, doing stuff, and they were doing the best they can. It's really hard to get kids to bed. It's hard to be alone with the kids. And they're not leaving things a mess for you. They're doing the best they can to their mental, physical, and spiritual capacity. And maybe we can help that go better. I know for me, if I wanted to make it go better in the evenings when I'm working and help it be better for my husband so that maybe the kitchen will be more clean, I could make crock pot dinners. I know how hard it is to cook alone with the kids at like 3 p.m. when everyone's waking up from a nap or people aren't napping. There's a lot of crying, a lot of whining, a lot of wanting to be held. That's really frustrating and hard. And it feels like a marathon to get to the end of the day. And I can think, I can help this go better. I can make it an easy dinner. All you got to do is take it out of the crock pot and serve it. And then all you got to do is put it in a Tupperware, wash the crock pot, and put the rest of the dishes in the dishwasher. Like, there's a lot of things that I can do outside of the moment to make it go better, even if it's for myself. For the nights that I'm home, I would love to have crock pot dinners. And honestly, it's probably a lot easier to get the dinner going in the morning or when the baby naps, and then have it ready in the evening. Some encouragement for us to get some crock pot dinners together, get our act together. Golf swings. Almost done with this warm-up. So, from 1 Peter chapter 4, above all, let your love for one another be intense, because love covers a multitude of sins. How do we encourage an intense love? What does that even mean? And I just think of how intensely I can love my babies. Like, you just want to squeeze them so hard, but you're like, I can't squeeze this baby too hard. But oh my gosh, I just want to squeeze you because I love you so much. How can we foster that in the rest of our family? And I think a big part of fostering that comes from believing in innocence, believing that people aren't out trying to upset you, trying to hurt you. Ballet squats. We're only doing 20 of these. And then, okay, so we're on this topic, right, of believing the best in other people, loving one another. The next line in this chapter 4 of 1 Peter is, be hospitable. There's a couple words like taking care of one another without complaining. Be hospitable without complaining. How easy is it to get frustrated and complain about cleaning up after other people, about taking care of other people, about how inconvenient it is, how frustrating. Be hospitable without complaining. One way to do that well is this verse, is yoking your frustration with Jesus' suffering. All right, lateral lunges. I gotta tell you a story. I'm gonna count these on my hands. I do not understand the verse, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I did not know what yoke meant. I was a new mom and I literally would think of that verse. I heard it at daily mass and I've heard it my whole life. And I was so frustrated. Things felt so hard as a new mom. My life totally turned upside down. I needed a lot of mindset support and just new perspectives, different ways to think about things. Switch sides. And I would get so frustrated, like, what are you talking about, God? My yoke is easy, my burden is like, this does not feel easy. This feels so hard. I feel so alone, so isolated. No one understands me. I try and tell someone, that this feels frustrating and hard. And what do I get? Oh, well, at least you have this, at least this, at least this. No, yeah, it's really hard. There's a couple people in my life that are like, it is hard. It's a hard season. It's all new. Everything's changing. So there's a couple people that I felt like valid. That's hurt my knee. With a lot of times I felt like so alone. And then you talk to someone about it and it would be just you feel more alone by the responses. Okay, we got to get started. Hang clean, reverse lunge. Let's try 20s. I probably need to move this bench out of the way. I wore my good sneakers for digging. I'm getting my workout mat all dirty. All right, so hang clean means we're starting from right around our knees. We're coming up and getting under it. And then we're going to do a reverse lunge. Each side. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next move, I'm going down. Push press. So just a slight bend your knees. You can push with your legs. Press up. Can definitely do 20s. But we're going fast. Sorry. We're going to start with 20s. If I need to drop, we'll drop. Let's do 8 reps. Got to make it a quicker workout. Engage your core. My core is already feeling it. That's what Olympic weightlifting is so good for. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. If you feel it in your lower back, engage your core. I don't even know what I was talking about. I was talking about things feeling valid. Be hospitable without complaining. Changing your perspective, finding a different perspective. Oh, yoke. So, finally understood what yoke meant. There was a homily. He explained yoke. Yoke is a thing, like a harness for oxen. So it connects 2 oxen. It yokes them together. And so the yoke is easy. My yoke is easy. My burden is light. What it really means is when you're yoked to Jesus, you're harnessed with him. He lightens the load. You're not carrying it alone. When I understood that verse and started thinking about it that way, everything changed. It made sense. It made sense when we connect our struggles to Jesus on the cross. And we think, God, please unite my suffering with Jesus at the crucifixion. It changes everything. You're not alone, and it feels so much easier to carry because you're not carrying it alone and there's a bigger purpose. All right. Oh, hang clean, reverse lunge. I'm a big fan of exhaling obnoxiously. I think it is so good for moms. It's so regulating. And sometimes we got to do it. And I think it's so helpful to teach our kids that. What was that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, straight in. Oh my goodness. Take a break if you need to. Push press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. Oh, if we don't get yoked from this, I'll be disappointed. Let's get those shoulders popping. Oh my gosh. So that's my funny, embarrassing moment about yoke. That verse, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. I thought he was talking about an egg yolk. It's like, God, this isn't easy, this isn't light, and what the heck, how are egg yolks even relevant here? Okay. One more set of these. I need like one of those big clocks that counts down for you. Tells you how long you've been going. Okay. All right. Treating our body like a temple of the Holy Spirit. Let's go. Why do I keep wanting to do squats? That's so much more natural for me. 2. Watch your knees. It's hard to tell in my black pants, but we don't want them caving in. If anything, we want them pointing out. We want to be pushing our butt back on the clean. Push your butt back here. Keep your back straight. See a lot of people when I was coaching high school, is that 4? Rounding their back. We want our core tight and our back straight. I don't know what number 1. We're going to do one more. Okay. This is our last set. We can do it. We can do it. Grip strength. Here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew. I got some tea this morning. Has nettle leaf and dandelion root, which is good for histamine intolerance if you get really itchy. This is a good detox combination. Oh, I ran out of my peptides, I think on Wednesday. It's been so disappointing. Shipment is taking forever to get here. I've been testing these plant-based precision peptides. All right, we're going to get into bent over row to fly and then a suitcase march. So this is the bent over row, back is straight, push your butt back, kind of like a golf swing. You keep like your butt's back, back is straight. Row up, come down and fly. We're going to do 8. It's going to feel heavy. All right, let's just get going. I'll finish my story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now suitcase march. 1, 2, try and get your knees up to your waist so your legs are at, see that 90-degree angle? I like to flex my foot. I lost count. Keep your core tight. We don't want to be like this. We want to be straight. Core tight. Let's say 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I totally lose track of my stories. I don't know where we were at in this story. Got a couple seconds and we'll get back into it. Take a deep breath. I think it's so powerful. Like, talk to yourself all day with your kids. Take a deep breath. Quote scripture. God, give me your spirit, power, love, and self-control. Quote that all day long. When you want to be spanking, when you want to be smacking, when you're feeling frustrated, say it out loud. God, I want to spank right now. I want to hit. I'm feeling angry. Give me your spirit of power, love, and self-control. You know why you should do that? Because your kids learn from you. They hear you. They're going to recognize, oh, when I want to hit, that's what I can do. It's so powerful. I feel like you can feel ashamed of like, oh, I have this urge. Let's get rid of that. It's not serving us to feel ashamed of that. just recognize where you're at. It is so hard to overcome things when 3, you're shaming yourself. 4, it's so much easier when you get curious. Think, I am curious. I'll just observe it. 5, where is this coming from? I wonder why I feel this way. What's something I can do to change it? 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're holding those still. Let's try 20s. Suitcase march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Core tight. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, in Peter, it talks about being good stewards of the gifts that God has given you. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about the peptides. I ran out, and I'm itchy now. So histamine intolerance tea, detox tea can help. And I'm finding these peptides to really help. They cut down inflammation. This one peptide is really good at inflammation, cutting it down in your body. Wow. Noticing not having it. And I think over time it will help, like cutting down inflammation allows your body to heal itself better. So I think if I get to 60, 90 days of using it, 1, I will not need to like rely on it. 3, but we only got to 30 days. 4, and then ran out. 5, so I'm waiting for the shipment. Comes today. 6, 7, 8. Couldn't be more excited for it to get here. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Next block. Dumbbell front squat. Just holding it here. Squatting down. Point your knees outside your toes. We don't want our knees caving in. Want them pointed outside. And then the next, so we're going to do 8 of these. Then we're going to go into lateral, lunge, and curl. 5 each side. Do 5 and 5. So Peter goes on to talk about being good stewards of God and using the gifts that he's given you. And then he talks about, I'm going to use 20s. Rejoice to the extent that you share in the sufferings of Christ, so that when his glory is revealed, you may also rejoice exultantly. All right, that's 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 13. And it makes me think about not letting ourselves get complacent. Enjoy suffering. Find a new perspective for your suffering. Is that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when his glory is revealed, you may also rejoice exultantly. Share in the extent of Christ's sufferings. People talk about how, like, what do we deserve? You don't deserve that. You don't deserve to have to suffer. You don't need to feel sad and grieve. Like, just take some medicine about it. What? It's just numbing. That's just going to numb the experience. 4, 5, switch sides. Why would we want to do that? If you don't know, I've gotten extremely crunchy over the years of having kids. And 4, 5, 6. So that's why I've tried peptides. I got a horrible eczema outbreak after having 3 under 3. A big partnership that I had fell through. It was like a job and a purpose outside of motherhood. And then my grandma passed away. And so there were a lot of big life changes that were stressful. And then we had toxic mold exposure and candida overgrowth, the yeast overgrowth. And then I had this horrible eczema. Oh, and I could have gone with steroids. I could have done other stuff, but I thought that's not getting to the root of the problem. What is that going to teach me? It's like I'm not learning anything. For all I know, that could be suppressing the symptoms on the surface, suppressing it. So the symptoms on my skin are going away, but it's suppressing it into my body and going to go somewhere else. And I really felt like, for all I know, I could be saying I don't want eczema and suppressing it into cancer. It's not, I don't know, but that's what my fear is. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'll face the suffering. It's got to be a bigger purpose. Maybe what I go through can help someone else. Maybe my kids will have to go through it and I'll be able to say, oh, I went through that. This is what we do. 3, that might have been 4. 4, 5, core tight. 6, 7, 8. So I've gotten crunchy and I try things before I try medicine. And pretty sure after going through all that, I went to the doctor. Like, can you do blood work? I found out I had Hashimoto's antibodies. Pretty sure she wrote anxiety depression on my sheet. So I always am like, I don't know, I struggle mentally during pregnancy. I don't know if I've ever been diagnosed. Pretty sure I was last time. That's not something I want to brag about. It's it feels embarrassing, really. And again, get curious. Let's not be ashamed. Just get curious. Why? I wonder why. I wonder what thoughts are going on in my head that are creating these feelings. I wonder if there's a chemical imbalance. If there's something going on in my gut, I think we have one more, that is affecting this, causing this, because your gut and your brain are very closely connected. So I don't want a Band-Aid medicine. I don't want to not know that I have some yeast overgrowth that's messing up my head and just say, oh, I'll take medicine. No, I want to get to the root and fix it. I want to feel everything. I was listening to Erica Kirk speak. I think she did an interview or something. And she stopped briefly about medicine. And she's like, I don't want to take medicine. I want to feel it. If I take medicine, I'm going to numb it. I won't be able to hear God. I won't be able to hear Charlie. And I thought, oh my gosh, I agree. This is something I really agree on and feel passionately about. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe there's other things that don't have the same side effects that can be really helpful. I'm a huge fan of homeopathy. I'm loving trying these plant-based precision bioavailable peptides. 4, 5. Oh shoot, 6. We gotta do 6 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, one more block of work. Dumbbell snatch. Let's do, that's this. 4 each side, and then dead bug. I'm gonna try 20s. So then this morning I was reading 1 Peter chapter 5, and he said, humble yourself, and then the next line or two, cast all your worries upon him because he cares for you. And I was thinking about it. Let's get going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said 4. What am I doing? All right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we can do 5. Those are quick. If you need to slow down, slow down. You gotta take time to learn the movements. Dead bugs are your hands and feet are up. You can push the opposite if you want and go down, or just hold it up and go down. Let's do, my clip is in the way. 16 total. Up, 1, 2, keep your lower back on the ground. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wow, 8, could have done 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, that felt sort of like a break, even though the core's burning, we can jump right into it. So I was thinking about this, thinking about casting your worries upon him because he cares for you. One, he cares for you. He loves you. Like, sit there and feel that. Say, Jesus, I'm open to you. Let me feel your presence and your love. Be with me. And 2, how do we cast our worries on him? By being humble. It's so easy to feel like we have to do everything ourselves. And that is pride. One of the 7 deadly sins. 4, we're just doing 5. 5. How do we cast our worries on him? By being humble enough to recognize that we need him, that we need his help. 4, 5. I thought, wow, this is so enlightening. I did at work. I was talking to all the servers in an accent, and I was killing myself laughing. 3, 4, and now I just want to slip right back into it. On a scale from 0 to 10, how would you rank my British accent? Shoot, now I'm losing count. Oh, let's say that was, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That was probably, 16. I feel like you can always do more with core. If you got more time, do more core. All right. Anyone else feel enlightened by the humbling yourself, casting your worries? I felt so enlightened. Like, wow, what an idea. What a realization. 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, we're so close to being done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, last one. Dead bugs, here we go. I wish that my family liked accents. I always got made fun of when I was little because I didn't do them very good. So that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Man, 15 just feels like the right stopping point, but we gotta be even on both sides. We're done. Loose arm swings. These are also good for lymphatic drainage. I think lymphatic drainage could be a secret to regulation. When you're feeling frustrated, you're having a hard time controlling your tone, your facial expression, any of these lymphatic drainage things I think could really help. Just swaying your body, shaking your arms out, deep breaths, drink some cold water, step outside in the cold, deep breath. And again, I think these are such good things to be narrating out loud to teach our kids. When you think they're doing the best they can to our mental, physical, and spiritual capacity, then you get curious instead of angry. And you wonder, why is this the best that they can do? How do I teach them to do better? When you think that about yourself, why is this the best that I can do? I wonder why I feel so tempted to binge eat the Halloween candy that's left in my cupboard. How can I change that? What scripture can help me with this? Anytime you feel like you're losing control, I think that 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 is so helpful. For God did not give us the spirit of cowardice, but of power, love, and self-control. Get curious. What's the cowardice happening here? What am I not facing? What am I not taking ownership of? What am I playing the victim to? God, give me your spirit of power, love, and self-control. Oh, man, I think one of the most powerful things we can teach our kids is self-control. What does that look like? All right, we're done. Hope you guys have a great day. If you liked this workout, come subscribe on YouTube. Comment your favorite Bible verse below. Let's go crush it today.